Welcome back to the Safe Space, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us on another beautiful Saturday afternoon in Atlanta. I'm glad you made it here. Don't know where you are, but I'm glad you're listening. Check this out. If you want to follow us and stay up to date on everything we're doing, please follow us at 52s and Smoke on Instagram or check out our YouTube page and subscribe to stay up to date on our newest episodes. It's a beautiful day, and right now we're chasing down Theo Von to come join us. But until then, let me introduce you to who I do have around the corner, my closest compadres. EP, what's happening?
What up?
Dumpling was good.
Hello.
Mezzy.
Hi. Jeez.
Everybody's in the house. We're only waiting on one more person, Theo Von. I'm sending him a message right now. He may respond. He may not. I think he's at some UFC
But
event.
that would be dope.
That would be
cool.
dope. You know what I'm saying? You got
Trying to make
shot.
friends, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing is about networking, if y'all don't know. So, yeah, we hitting up Theo Von right now. I think I'm going to say we got beers. What else does he like? Pancakes? You telling me we got pancakes?
Why? White people like pancakes?
Who doesn't like pancakes?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, man.
It's true.
like
It's very
waffles.
true.
Telling me we got
To
pancakes.
be fair, waffles are the superior.
Yep.
Oh, we could
breakfast.
get him Waffle House. It's like a
There's a
hometown
Waffle
thing.
House right down.
Yeah.
Wait, 'cause where is he from?
Louisiana.
Do they have Waffle
Louisiana?
House? No, they don't. They have Huddle House.
He's from Louisiana.
The difference.
Yeah,
Kinda-
I think he's from
okay, it
Louisiana.
makes sense.
There's a
His accent is kind of
Yeah, he's kind of got a little bit of Southern twang on
I
him.
got
I'm
it.
from
Yeah, he
Louisiana
do.
as
And I
well.
never knew.
I
where
think
it
it's
was from.
Louisiana. Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I'm gonna ask him in the
Probably.
message as well.
Are you from Louisiana? Like, what the fuck?
asking him
Just
right
go to my wiki and look it up.
Yeah. For
He's gonna be
sure.
like,
For
you
sure.
want me to hang
man.
out with you and you don't even know where I'm from?
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm sending. this
Actually,
message
don't even
out
send.
right now.
Only send him. Are you from Louisiana? Question mark, and that's it.
So yeah, message is sent. If he responds,
Yo.
That'd be hilarious.
that'd be awesome. You know what I'm saying? It'd probably be a good time, dude. It's a
Unless
funny
his
dude,
response
like,
just is "no" period.
you know,
Like, damn.
Hey,
alert.
At
No.
least he took the time.
at least he responded. You know what I'm saying? Now
That's
we on the
bet-
map.
that's fair.
He
That's better
opened
than
up the
nothing.
lines of conversation. I hit him back. Well, why? You know? Why exactly didn't you want to respond?
I mean, we could be friends, bro.
For real. You never know, man. Hey, this is a lesson to everybody out there. You miss 1,000% of the shots you don't take. There you go. There you have it. Take that and live your life with it.
Thanks, Wayne Gretzky.
How everybody feeling, man? I feel like everybody's in a good mood.
Yes, I feel great.
Oh, you went to the Dogwood Festival today, right?
Yeah, a lot of dogs, lots of wood.
My dog. You know what? It's a tree
But
festival.
wait, it's a tree, right? It's not like a dog and wood.
A dog with wood? No, that's fucked up. I don't think they would be celebrating that for like 90 years.
Well, it is Georgia.
It was it was great. I had a fun
We're going
time.
to talk about what weird states do a little later.
Yeah, it was good. I had fun.
Anyway, y'all good? Everybody's good?
Yep.
Man, listen, what's going on in the world today? I know this one thing it's kind of weird. Everybody talking about it. I want to get everybody's opinion on this. I don't know. What is he? Hurt Bay Part 2 or what do we call her?
Well, I think before the first one was called Hurt Bay.
Yeah, first one was Hurt Bay. This
This
like
one is called what?
dumb chick. I don't
I don't think there's a
Dumb-
bay
dumb
for it,
chick.
right?
no bays. This is the show Second Chance, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's on Snapchat.
This-
So
which
where did the bay come from?
How did
the first one was called Hurt Bay.
How do they have a
Well,
show?
'cause you know how bay became like a word?
Oh,
like BAE?
BAE.
So wait,
bay.
how do they have a show on Snapchat?
That's what
Isn't
I
it-
was-
Yeah,
doesn't
'cause it's not like a
doesn't it
YouTube
only
thing or
have like
whatever,
10
right? 'Cause we
seconds
looked,
or
right?
15 seconds?
No, but it's
Well-
like continuous snaps.
I believe if you
yeah.
you can upload a video and it'll turn it into
That sounds
Yeah.
so
But-
pointless.
So
I
they're
mean-
just recording it.
Well, no,
regular.
because you know how Snapchat you can subscribe to things on
Yeah.
Snapchat, so that's probably what it is.
and plus they're just recording something regular.
Yeah, it's
and
like 3-minute episode.
uploading it. Yeah. So in this episode, everybody should probably already know what happened. Dumpling, you want to give us the details? I feel like you're more
kinda-
invested in this
I
story.
kind of don't know. I mean, you know more, and I'll fill
do.
in the blanks of what you
Alright.
don't put in.
Okay, so everybody probably knows already, but this girl, her and her man sit down to talk it out and try to do a second chance, right? But she thinks she got the drop on him. I tell you that from the jump. I can tell. She's sitting there like, I got the drop on this dude. As soon as he starts talking, boom, I'm about to whip this out and tell him that you're a liar and you're a piece of shit. What is she going to whip out? She's going to whip out the fact that she had a friend or female acquaintance of hers.
Yeah.
She paid her to come on to her boyfriend and then report back to her what happened.
Yeah,
So while they're talking, by the way, the dude is a personal trainer.
yeah,
She lives out of state somewhere. So they're in a kind of a
Yeah,
long,
long
distance
distance.
relationship, right? So all she's doing is witnessing what's happening on Instagram and stuff like that and making judgments, start getting her feelings and stuff, which is understandable. It happens, but you could talk and communicate and trust the other person. Instead, she goes the opposite way. She says, hey, I'm going to find out if you really are messing with girls by sending a girl your way. So she sends the girl over there to him. They do whatever. The girl comes back and tells the female that we did something. So while they sitting down, the dude is like, yo, tell me why you cheated. The girl's like, tell me why you cheated. Dude is like, what are you talking about? I didn't cheat. It's like, you out here flirting with all these girls and you doing all of this and then you cheated on me. Like, no, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, so you didn't pick up so-and-so from after work and y'all went out to have drinks and eat and then you went back to the apartment? He's like, no, we left work. We went to get something to eat. And that was that. She's like, you're lying. You're a fucking liar. She's going off on him because she knows she got the upper hand. You know why? Because in her back pocket, boom. She knows she paid the girl to do it. And the girl came back and told her that they hooked up, went back, kissed in the car, and then I guess they fucked at the house. Whatever. So the girl's like, you a liar. You a liar. He's like, dog, I'm not lying to you. I don't know where you getting this from. I don't know why you acting this way. They like, all right, call her. Call the girl. Boom. They pull out the laptop. FaceTime the chick. Chick's on FaceTime. The chick is like, well, yes, I did tell you that we kissed in the car and we went back to the house and we hooked up. And then he says, she says, the reason that I lied to you. She was like, what? Hold up. You did what? Dude was like, what'd you just say? He's like, yeah, I lied to you. I lied to you because you did not value the honest, loving dude that you have sitting in front of you. The girl started wilding out. Oh, really? So you lied? You just straight up lied? You're a piece of shit. I click it, bye. Hung up, slapped down the laptop mad as hell because she's stupid. So now she's sitting there and he looking at her. I don't know if y'all noticed this in the video.
Look.
Yo, in the
like,
video,
yeah, that's right.
His whole swagger changed. He's like squatted down in the seat, like, yeah, now what? Now say something, you dummy. So he's sitting there looking at her, and she's like, well, I didn't know she lied to me. I'm sorry. And he's like, well, you shouldn't have did that. And I think they still wound up working out, saying that we
Well, the second chance, because he basically wanted a second chance with her, like try to
Right.
fix things. So, yeah.
Why does he still want a second chance with this chick after that? And first, before we even get into that, was she wrong? Who was wrong? The girl who lied, who got paid to come on to the dude and then lied in her report, or the girl that paid the girl in the first place to do so? Who's wrong?
It's tricky because they're both right and they're both wrong.
How? Who's okay? Tell me where they're right.
Well, it's tricky because, okay, let me explain. I don't think that the girl that paid the other girl is necessarily right, but I guess I understand why she did it, because I feel like a lot of people have trouble. I have so many thoughts in my head. Basically, I feel like she was maybe having trouble confronting him, or maybe she just didn't think he was going to tell the truth. So it's like she didn't know if she was right or wrong. So she thought that would have been a good way to do it. But
so she was suspicious for whatever reason.
Well, you also got to think
Suspicious
it's long distance.
It's
Yeah.
long distance. She gets suspicious, and you think because she didn't know how to confront him about it, it was a good idea to do it this way.
I wouldn't. I feel like good idea is bad wording. I guess I understand why she did it, because I was in a long distance relationship.
And you would do something? You would do this?
No, but yeah, it was like 2 years, with Amanda and I. But she was with other people, so it was almost like they were the allies. Like, yeah, everything's cool.
But if you didn't have that and you felt suspicious, what links would you go to? What links?
That's
would you
that's
go
the
to
thing.
try to find out
You
if
might
this person's
fucking do
cheating on
that
you?
because you have so much insecurity in long distance, especially when we were. Let's see, we were only a year in a relationship. We've been together now for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, you basically you lie to yourself, or you tell yourself things that are just insecure to you. So you're like, it's almost like she just needed to know the answer.
She needed to know something.
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately, like, it's weird how like trust works, because she may have that full trust with him, but then there's always that other shoulder that's like, he's cheating, or you don't know for sure unless some third parties actually witnesses it.
Well, that's the thing that I keep thinking about. Why don't you just believe the person that you're in a relationship with?
Because you're usually in relationships, the reason things go like that is because of your own self. It's not usually the other person.
Yeah, she probably went through
That's
some
true.
stuff,
Yeah.
or she probably got cheated on and stuff like that. But I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
true.
about,
We actually don't know the backstory.
Yeah, I mean, we don't
With
know
her.
the backstory.
What she
The
went
thing,
through.
yeah, but the thing is, I think the way she did it is fucked up. I mean, if the fact that you have to hire somebody and try to make your boyfriend cheat, be like,
It's just
See?
inviting trouble, man.
Yeah, that's just causing trouble. But like the whole point is communication. Like he says, like we had communication problems. Like you know, if we talked it out.
She actually communicated about
In the
the
first
problem.
place,
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
you were
because she was
feeling.
talking about because you know his job's a personal trainer, so you know it's all social media.
Right.
He has to be on Instagram, Facebook, you know, spread the word out and everything.
So he's liking people's pictures and,
yeah,
and
but
trying
like
to
he
support
did, he
other
explained it in the thing
Yeah.
too. He's like, I do that, you know, so I get publicity. Like you know, people.
which is not
Yeah.
it's a new age. It's a new age where you gotta kind of accept the interaction between these people without being questioned. But before Instagram and all of that stuff was the major way of marketing and networking, you had to accept that same thing in real life when people were like, oh, I'm going to this lunch with these people after work, or I'm going. I think back then was way more threatening than what's happening on Instagram. I like the picture. Who gives a damn?
It may be more
Exactly.
threatening, but it's not as in your face because it's like what one time event you meet them, you know, you probably don't see them.
But then you know
I
that
guess you can
factors
see it on
in,
Instagram all the
and
time.
she's long distance, so it's like she sees all of that happening right there where she's not at.
Right.
So she's probably like, oh shit, what's going on?
I don't know, man. That's too much insecurity for me, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be with that chick after that, but he still wanted to be. And I don't. Get
Well,
it.
I think because you say he understands where she's coming from too.
Maybe he really loves her.
Yeah, I mean that's why he came back on the thing to get a second chance. So
How old were they? Were they like 20?
they're probably
Early
20s
20s or something
early
like that?
20s,
That sounds like
late
some early
20s,
20
around
shit.
there.
Yeah, like man, for me, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too much shit going on to be worried.
Can I
about.
explain my point further? Because I feel like
Yeah,
I did a poor
well-
job.
Yeah, because you said you understood, and you sound like the guy that's going to hire somebody to go look at somebody.
No, thank you. No, I guess
Are
you know.
really doxing or
Yeah, wow! Oh man, she's gonna love that
You,
one.
you paying off dogs to walk by and check out what's going on.
That dog looks a lot like a guy. It's a very weird looking dog. What kind of breed is that?
Right.
6'4"
you
guy.
find out she's into that BDS? What is it?
Nope. Anyway.
Oh, you're talking about billions. You're talking about oh, you don't watch.
Nope,
Billions.
we're not. Okay.
Good.
Anyway, goddamn, where's my train of thought? Holy shit.
You're trying to explain to us why
so
it's okay
the,
to spy.
the brain goes to great lengths to like fuck you over, basically. So like like I said, a lot of times the things that you think are made up in your head.
Oh yeah.
So you have that like darkness in you that makes you go so far to do something like that.
Yeah, it's like you think about the negatives before
Yeah,
you think about the
it always.
positives.
Yeah. So it's like she's like, oh, this is my last resort in how I feel, you know, which sucks. Because in hindsight, she didn't have to do that because the guy was trustworthy.
right.
The girl, though, that we talked about that told her that she lied about it. That's an interesting plot twist there.
I don't blame her at all.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't blame her. For
I understand.
the girl that she paid. She has no loyalty to either one of them to,
Yeah.
to tell the truth, or to she could do whatever the hell she wanted to. She could have actually did it because she wanted to get with the dude. She could have actually did it to make a statement to the girl. Whatever the reason she lied for, I don't care. She has no loyalty to either one of them.
Yeah.
It's not on her. It's on the girl who decided to go this route when she could have just talked to her man and decide you trust him, you believe him based off of what you've seen, how he's treated you, the things he's done for you. You have to make the decision whether you trust or believe in what you're seeing with your own eyes and what you're getting from your partner instead of going this other route to try to find out what's happening. It's like, if you go looking for trouble, you're going to find it, first of all. You looked into your girl phone before?
No,
I have. I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
You know, I used to do it. I used to do it every now and again for whatever reason. It was insecurity. It's all, like you said, it's yourself is eating away at you until you say, you know what? There's no reason for me to feel this way besides my own insecurity. She haven't given me any reason to be doing this, but I'm checking phones for whatever fucking reason. And then you wake up and be like, listen, if she is cheating on me, it'll come out when it comes out and it's time to go. Until then, I'm not going to torture myself continuously living where I can't trust the person I'm with. Because while you're doing all that, it's because you don't trust the person you're with. If you're going to be with them, you're going to love them, trust them and move on with trust until there's a reason not to. So I stopped doing it. I ain't never going to
do you basically like, what is it, innocent until proven guilty kind of thing?
Right. And nobody.
But our brains cannot do that.
brains,
Not,
don't work
I
that
don't want
way.
to say they can't, but if you care too much, your brain's gonna do that. If you don't really care too much about the relationship, then you're gonna be like, yeah, she would never cheat on me. But if you're like me and you were insecure for like half the relationship, then yeah, you're gonna think that.
Well,
Like
I
my
don't
brain
know.
was unable to just be
I'm
like,
but
just
that's what I'm
chill.
saying. You're saying
you know?
if you don't care to think that she's gonna it doesn't mean that you don't care if you think she won't cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're saying that if I'm not concerned or worried about my girl stepping out on me, then that means I don't care about this relationship. That's not true.
Maybe you just feel. Oh, okay. Explain then.
That's not true, because, like I said, I've gotten to a point in my relationship now, like in past relationships, I couldn't get to that point. So I was always, what the fuck are you doing? I'm, controlling and angry and worried about every little thing, because don't see the value in myself, and I feel like somebody out there is going to be better, or I don't deserve her 'cause she's better than me. She could do way better than me. So I'm always insecure until I start to value myself to the point where I'm like, I deserve a good woman to be with me. Yes, I can believe that this woman loves me the way she does and is not looking for anybody else, or there's nothing she's going to find better out there. And you start feeling that within yourself. Now I'm like, I don't have to live insecure to worry about if she's going to step out on me, if she's going to do anything like that, because I'm not living up to the type of person who deserves a woman like this. Now, if she goes and steps out on me for because she wants to, and she's just doing whatever else she want to do, that's still not a reflection on me. That's the thing that people don't realize. You sit here and you think, if I get cheated on, it's a reflection on me. I wasn't good enough for her. I didn't deserve her. She was out of my league. There are better guys out there than me. That's what you start to think when you get cheated on. But none of those are the reason most of the time that a girl or a man, for that matter, cheats. It's something within them. It's something that they don't have it come to grips with themselves. So me moving past all of that, I'm at a point where it's like, I don't know, I'm not concerned. I deserve the woman that I have, and my woman deserves me, and we're here. We're fucking here.
Yeah, it's the trust and
You
connection.
know what I'm saying?
I have a
between
question,
us
because
two.
I want to kind of add a personal story about that. But do we know how long they were together?
I don't know.
Because
I don't recall.
was it a year, 2 years, 3 years?
It might have been a
I
year
think they
or so.
said
Okay.
they met in college.
Okay, they couldn't have
Probably
been that
a few
much.
years. It's probably a few
All right,
years.
well,
I give him 2 years.
Okay, let me explain.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question, then I'll kind of
Yeah,
go with it.
yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
So, what do you guys feel in terms of like how a man and I are in a relationship, like trust and all that shit?
Right.
You said you feel like it's really good, all that, like
Between you and her?
yeah, like everything's
I
kosher
have
and good.
no fucking clue. How?
No, I mean like just the way we act with each other. It's like
You guys are fucking adorable.
It's a solid thing, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it from the outside looking in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It looks
solid.
like you guys are like, boom, right there. Did it get eye to eye? You both
Exactly.
fucking went vegan together. Who does that? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it has to be something.
Cool. Okay, yeah, that's true. Everything's great. We trust each other 100%. She could go anywhere, travel anywhere. I can go anywhere, and it doesn't matter.
Right.
We have full trust. Now let me explain. Let me revert 6 years ago.
Okay.
Just to show you, because I want to know how long those people were together. Because we have 6 years of being together to change.
Right.
So the first year that we were together, I was a fucking tyrant. Because the reason I ask is because you guys know me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't hurt a fly.
Right.
Not saying I hurt her.
Whoa.
No.
Okay.
No, let me
Oh,
explain.
shit.
I
No,
meant,
you're good.
I meant,
Hashtag me too.
nope. Let me explain. God,
You good? Go ahead. Go ahead.
my word choice today is
Surviving
goddamn awful.
Mezzi. Surviving Mezzi. Oh shit! All right, give us the
Yeah.
story. Surviving Mezzi, the documentary right now.
Okay, listen. So, when we were first together, everything was fine. I'm not gonna get too detailed, but then I became really, really insecure, up to the point where I was I guess verbally abusive. I would never hit her or anything, of course, but I was just really mean. I would want to know when she would text people or my friends or anybody, and if I found out she texted somebody that I knew or anything and she didn't tell me, I would go insane,
Right.
which was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And she moved back home to go to college and she worked up there. So, and it was pretty shitty, when that happened, because I didn't have anybody there. So I was just telling myself what the truth was, even though I was all effed in the brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
So basically, it got to that point where I would want to in hindsight, it sounds horrible, just how shitty I was. So say she drove to get gas or went to work. I would want her to tell me when she left to get gas, when she got there, when she pumped her gas and left and got to work.
Holy shit.
Damn.
And so say she did this. Say she left and she forgot to tell me one of those steps. I would lose my mind. which is weird to think of me right now, right? You couldn't.
I couldn't see that.
Yeah. So
Like, I could not imagine you being that way towards her, toward anybody,
yeah.
especially her.
Yeah, exactly. So, it became a part where we're like, because we told ourselves if we were to like break up or not work, it wasn't because of her or it wasn't because of me. It was because of me towards me or her to herself. Because her and I both have really fucked up like mental issues. Fortunately, for the most part, a lot of it's resolved. We have our own personal shit that we go through. But in terms of a relationship, we had to go through a lot to just be like completely comfortable.
Yeah.
Because with her and myself, we're not like the go around dating, being with people type. When we're with somebody, it's because we really want to be with them.
Let me ask you one question about that.
Do it.
Do you think? Well, one, how did you guys come out of that? Because I think there's people in that situation right now where one party is like trying to be a patrol monitor of the whole relationship.
I was like
right?
the hall monitor, dude.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And it happened. Like I was in that place before with previous relationships that I had been in. And I felt like I was just young and stupid and I didn't trust anybody.
Some relationships don't make it out of that. But
yeah,
the fact you guys are still together,
how did you make it out?
That's crazy.
And do you think there's any residual effects from it that you can see or recognize? Or this would be a question for Amanda.
Yeah. She's gonna be like, why did you talk about this without me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But what do you think?
How did I get out of it?
Yeah.
It was all, I'm going to explain. It was all me. It wasn't anything with her. She's like the sweetest person on the planet.
It always is. It's always the issue.
It's always one or the other. It's rarely two.
Yeah. Most of the time, it's the person who's doing the monitoring or the mistrusting or the controllingness that has the issue and not the actually other person.
And surprisingly, I can't remember if we got out of it when she moved back here in 2016 or if it happened when she was still up there. Probably not when she was still up there. It probably resolved when she moved here. Well, when she was away for 2 years and we only saw each other, I think, 3 times. There was a period where we didn't see each other for 10 months.
Damn.
And that was terrible.
Yeah. That's
considering I see her every day all the time.
Right.
But it just naturally got out of it. And I think once I saw like her goals in life and what she wanted to do and with social media, because she has to talk to dudes all the time, and she works with a lot of guys. So I think I just naturally got over it, just like anything.
You just got over it.
It wasn't like a day I woke up and I was like, "Hey, I'm okay now."
Right.
I can't. It's funny because I can't even remember the last time it was like that. But yeah, I think I slowly just because we were talking. Her and I were talking about this the other day. Like when you first get with somebody, because we got together in 2013. She was 20 years old and I was 20. I just turned 23.
Right.
And she would tell me like, "Hey, I did this," and whenever XYZ, and her answers were never enough for me. Like, why'd you do this or this or this? And I would ask her all the time, like every day, because we would go on walks a lot in my neighborhood, and I would always bring up things that happened, and she would always give me the same answer, but I couldn't accept it. Yeah. So I think the biggest thing was just accepting things that happened before you're with somebody. Same with me. Like I did stupid shit before her and I were together, and she had to accept it. Why did you do this? Why did you do that?
I don't know. Because I was a fucking kid.
And I was dumb.
I was just doing shit.
Yeah.
Not even dumb. I wanted to do it.
Yeah. So that was one thing. Accepting that things happen and she changed, or she got. I don't want to get too personal, but things happen. Especially without her here, But I just kind of got over it now. I'm just whatever. Because I just had to, basically, I had to go to that point. I had to go rock bottom where it came to that point where it's like, hey, we can't be together if you're going to do this terrible.
Right.
And I was like, I got to show her that I care enough to
change.
Yeah, because I told her, I was like, dude, if we were never together, I'm not the kind of person that really, I don't want to say I don't care about myself, because I do now, but I feel like I wouldn't pursue my goals as much if I was,
right.
Because
if you were still in that mindset.
Because I'd be in that mindset just by myself.
Yeah.
But she basically pulled me out of that shit. There's actually a whole Carl Jung, I think that's his name. He talks about this thing called the darkness, where everybody has it in them, where it's just this like silent voice inside of you. So I had to kind of literally talk to it and figure out what the hell to do.
Yeah,
it was a really bad point of my life, but I'm out of it now, and I don't bring it up much, but
I got you. I would say this, not getting too deep into your personal life as we apparently just got.
It's okay.
Unbeknownst to us, didn't know it was going to go this route.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I would
Damn
say,
you for having feelings.
I would say
It's okay.
it's good to talk about this stuff. Like between you and Amanda, I wouldn't say like rehash everything that happened or anything like that. But as far as your ideas or how you changed or what you accepted, the things that you had to do to change, you have to like really know what they are, pinpoint them, and highlight them so you can know what it was about you that changed. Because if you changed for something outside of yourself, there's still a possibility that whatever that was within you that needed to change has still not changed. I'm not saying that it is. I can't see it, but apparently it was real. So there's a possibility that a lot of times in a relationship, changing yourself is what's going to fix it. And if you change for something outside of yourself, or you change something outside of yourself to be able to handle this situation, you haven't really attacked the main issue. Like, why were you wanting to be controlling? Why did you want to know? Why were you insecure? The why that comes from inside of you, that's what you got to really face and understand. So if you changed and y'all made it so that your relationship can work now, that's great. But that doesn't mean it's completely been dissolved from inside of you unless you've actually addressed that. Why were you that way? Why did you feel that way?
It's funny because like with her social media presence and like with Facebook and Instagram, it's funny to like read people like, oh, you and Matt have the best relationship, because now it's incredible. Like it can't get any better, but they don't know the struggle. You know, they don't know the shit.
Nobody knows.
That's the thing. You and I were talking about this, like when people like blow up online, and it's like all we know is their success because we didn't know about them when they were just getting 2 views, 3 views.
Exactly.
So it's like nobody saw like the bullshit.
Nobody sees the process. Nobody sees the dark times because nobody's paying attention. They only pay attention to you when you make it.
Yeah, basically, like just to kind of close it up, if anybody's like going through this shit, just like you can't let it win.
No,
if you let the darkness win, you'll never get out of it.
Nah, man.
You'll just dig a hole.
Yeah. And you got to choose to
It's
be
horrible.
happy. You have to make a
true.
choice
You know what?
to be happy every
I
day.
feel like I'm digging a hole right now.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
explain.
like kind of like what you're explaining, darkness kind of makes sense because I'm like I feel like that's what's going on with me.
Why?
Like I haven't pinpointed that, and I'm just like kind of running away from it, digging a hole. You know,
It's bad.
It makes sense with a lot of things.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's like,
with a lot of things
oh,
you've
I
been
need
saying
to
and
focus
doing.
on myself, but
And
you're
that's-
actually you're digging yourself
You're
in a
just
hole.
digging a hole, not wanting to face what it really
Exactly. That because he just explained it, and I was like, whoa, that makes a lot of sense.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's shitty, and I know a lot of people go through it. And so I'm sure that's a billion times more deep than what we're discussing about this girl and the other guy. But I think it's probably more of an important discussion.
is. Yeah, it is.
Because I know a lot of people go through it, and it's basically you have to face yourself before the other person or other thing. That's in everything in life. And I still do it too. Like, like when I went to go see my friend the other day in Little 5 Points. Basically, I'm weird where like if I don't know the situation I'm getting into, I get a lot of anxiety. So like for example, what I mean is like, I went to like a bar that I'd never been before.
Right.
So I kind of peeked in it, and I saw there was a guy there like checking IDs, and I literally paced back. I was telling Amanda this. I was like pacing back and forth like 5-10 times until I finally went. I'm like, what's he going to say? Do I give him my ID? Is he going to say this, this, and this? Because, anxiety is terrible. Amanda has it too. So imagine 2 people with anxiety. But,
Shit.
finally.
How do you go anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. But again, you guys don't know this because you just work with me and,
Right.
But, what was I going to say? So like, I just pulled through. I went in and I was like, hey, how's it going? We talked. And he said $5 cover charge. I'm like, cool. And like, that was it. I worked it up in my brain.
Right.
So a lot of times people that have anxiety or like mental issues, they almost seem like they're lazy and apathetic, but they're not. There's times where I want to be like, go home and do music or do this, but I just sit on the couch and I tell myself other shit.
I just heard of
It's fucked.
crazy.
It's horrible.
I just heard of a saying. What is analysis paralysis?
That sounds cool.
That's pretty
Oh,
good,
that's pretty
man.
dope.
Analysis paralysis. There's another one that goes with it. Like I think I made up analysis paralysis, but it means the same thing as the real one I'm talking about. I can't remember the real one. It's some rhyming word like that. But it's basically your mind is going so much about what could happen, what might happen, how's it going to happen. Is all of the thoughts that's going through your head basically has you petrified and you can't move.
It's like you're so into your head.
You're so
right
into
now.
your head, and it shows itself in a lot of different ways. Like if you're about to take a new adventure in your life or in business and stuff like that, and all you're doing is concerned about what could go wrong. Hey, we might not make enough money here. How are we going to get enough customers? How is this going to happen? All of that stuff starts happening, and you spend 2 months waiting to take the steps necessary to actually make something happen because you're too busy now analyzing what could go wrong, what might go wrong, what possibly could go wrong, and you're thinking you're just trying to be prepared and cautious. And in all actuality, you're just stopping your own progress because you're too concerned about what could go wrong, as opposed to coming up with solutions for those things and saying, oh, this is not going to happen because we definitely got this great marketing scheme going. This is not going to happen because I know I'm going to be able to pull in people because I believe in the product that we're selling, and be more positive towards it as opposed to negative, and just take the steps. The analysis paralysis is a real thing. I wish I could remember the real one. It's like, I don't know. It rhymes the same way.
Have you heard the saying? I may have mentioned it to you guys before. I think I mentioned it to you that you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
so
agree with that.
That's like, yeah, I had to do that basically.
Bro, I got a friend who got so many sayings. I'm probably gonna have him on the show one day. He got a million.
I just want to say one more thing again, just because get it all out. It'll be quick. If there's a couple that has a hard time communicating, in a weird way, our long distance relationship, we were like, I was thinking 1,400 miles apart. Doesn't seem that long. I was in Georgia, she's in Massachusetts, but even one state's enough. If you have a hard time communicating with your voice, or if you're in person, email each other or write like notes or letters. Because anybody can sit down and write because they're not feeling like they're going to take it the wrong way. Because it's hard to talk to people.
Yeah.
Like with the people we were talking about, like it was hard for her to ask her boyfriend like this or this. But say she sent him an email.
Yeah, she could
that way she can
clearly.
If she's like, "Ooh, I typed that wrong. Let me fix it." Right. There was a time where Amanda and I would email each other back. It was so like therapeutic. Right. I think at one time I sent her like a 5,000 word email because I was like,
that makes more sense.
I was like, I just need to get it all out because I knew there were probably at least 3 times where I was like, "This is it," and I told myself, and she agrees, like, this is the only shot that I have. It was like having like a wife or something, because I know we both know how fucking crazy we are. But it's not crazy like I'm like gonna murder people, but crazy as in we know we have this mental wall that we have to figure out.
Bro,
I like what you said though, like writing it or typing.
Yeah,
it
helped
think
me
about
a
you're
lot.
on the phone with somebody, you have on the spot, bam, bam,
It's
bam,
hard.
bam. But you take your time to write the letter or whatever it is.
Yeah, or if you guys
think about it,
or if you have a song that you both like. Describe like the so for example, there's like there's a song that we like a lot that talks about like relationships. It's called Schism by Tool. And then
You guys are so fucking metal.
yeah. So I think it was Schism or Lateralis. I think it was Schism. But I just like wrote the lyrics and then I explained how they pertain to us, and it kind of helped me understand it better. It's weird. But we both like the same music, so it was like, hey, this is how I feel. Sorry, I'm rambling, but there's another guy named Devin Townsend, and he has a song called Divine. And the last lyric is loving you is divine. But one of the other lyrics is loving you is the best and worst thing in my life. And I know exactly what that means. But to a lot of people, like, that sounds mean. I'm like, no. I know exactly what it means.
Yeah, a lot of relationships in that situation. I want to say, hey, we did not plan on talking about this, but I'm glad we did, because a lot of people, if they do hear this, may be in the same exact situation and stuff like this. I want to say I'm a big proponent of psychologists seeking therapy and stuff like that, and talking like whatever kind of therapy, couples therapy, marriage counseling, just personal therapy. It helps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It helps. I don't want to be on the wagon of mental healthness right now, but it's true, and it helps. If anybody think they need to go to couples therapy, freaking go, man. It helps. I've been to marriage counseling. You know what I'm saying? And it helps. Every little bit helps. So go do that, man. Mental health is a real thing. Please, if you need it, go get it. Seek help. Just be healthy. You want to be better people. Everybody want to be a better version of themselves, and it's a great way to do it. Use the mental health therapies that's out there, that the tools that are for you. What is it? Talkspace, stuff like that. We don't have a ad deal with them, but Talkspace, I've suggested that to friends, and they've used it.
Headspace is good too. It's a meditation app.
Yeah, some of these places, like, go use them. They help. Trust me, because You can't get through all yourself.
We all
yeah.
just had a moment there.
We did. I didn't know
was
we was gonna
nice.
have that moment. I was.
Yeah.
was
But I
cool.
mean, if you can't do that, always talk to a friend.
That too. Just talk to
talk
your
to
friends.
your friends, man.
Come holler at me.
'Cause,
Bro,
Yeah.
Don't
That'd be-
do
yeah.
that stuff by yourself because
Yeah,
it'll
if,
kill you.
If you're talking to yourself, it's only going to be
It's
negative.
gonna make it worse. Yep.
I have a friend. Everybody should have a friend that they do therapy with. I have a friend that I do therapy with. We don't call it therapy. It's just sitting on
sitting
the
there
porch
talking.
talking
It's
shit.
just your homie.
You know, it's just my homie, but it's literally therapy. We talk about all the deepest issues we have with our families and relationships and all of that stuff, and we don't pull no punches with each other. We say, "Hey, you wildin'. That's kind of crazy. Like, think about this," and we talk about it from a whole bunch of different angles, and it helps. You know what I'm saying, for the quick fixes or just to help you see it from another point of view, so you can make a better decision about what you're trying to do. Love that dude to death. Y'all should have one. If you don't have somebody like that, just call me. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you.
Oh, yeah.
I talk to anybody. You know,
I feel like this is good therapy too. I mean,
this is the therapy
Doing a
space.
podcast?
When did this happen? When did this turn into the
Yeah.
therapy space?
Yeah.
I love it though. That was cool. That was interesting, man. God damn, that was heavy. Let's. Whew, shit.
Sorry.
How did we get there from Dark Bay
I don't know,
or
man.
Stupid Girl? Stupid Girl.
Man,
Either way,
feelings makes you do crazy
they
stuff,
do,
man.
and it's so many of them. It's so many of them, and they show themselves in a lot of different ways. A lot of times, man. Relationships are very complicated. If anybody tell you they know relationships inside and out, they got all the answers. Fucking lying.
Yeah, and everything looks different from the outside.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why you need those other perspectives because they can see things that you can't see when you're in it. When you're in it, those emotions. You
Oh,
can't
they blind
see
you,
everything.
man.
You're basically blinded from everything.
That's why you never make decisions when you feel some type of way.
You take the time, get some space,
Yep.
get some clarity.
That's why they say suicide is getting dark, but suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Exactly, for sure. Everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. That's another saying from my therapy buddy. He got 1,000 sayings. Everything's temporary. That's one we
We
always
should
say.
have him on the podcast.
We
Like,
should.
dude,
Oh,
just
we
quote
will.
yourself.
We will. It's
Quote
coming.
everything.
Literally, I want to
Talk-
do that. I'm
talking
just saying,
quotes.
like, hey, drop all the jewels at once, back to back to back to back. They don't got to make sense. They don't
Blow
gotta be
my mind.
connected.
Whoa.
Exactly. Damn. All right. I feel like we need to go ahead and just get into something different. Let's get into this new segment, man.
Ooh.
Get into a new segment. Let's
Oh,
freshen up the
yes.
air after that heavy start, which we always start heavy for some reason.
well,
I don't know.
that's what we do.
But let's get into something a little more lighter. We're gonna start this new segment, like we said before. EP's Dark Corner is here. EP, man, take
Is
it
it
away.
ever? Is it ever fucking here? So
yeah.
I made you guys a prop.
Man, if only you guys could see this.
Bro,
It's kind of shitty right now.
It's very orange.
But if you do want to see it,
check
where
it out
is
on at 52s and smoke on Instagram. That's
Yeah.
at 52s_and_smoke. And you'll be able to see a picture of this prop that we got for EP's Dark Corner. It has 4 dark corners, is what I could say.
Insanely bright because I only had orange paper at home. But I realized most of the things I talk to you guys about fall into 4 basic categories, which are under the board here.
Okay. All right.
So
All right.
pick one, and it relates to a story.
Now, do we all pick a different one, or
I don't know how we want to play this.
How about we just pick one person every podcast to pick one door?
yeah, good idea.
Okay.
All right, we'll start with the mod.
No, don't start with me. You start with you.
All right.
You start with Dumpling. Pick a
I like the number 3.
door number 1, 2, or 3.
Of course, he
Number
picked 3.
Door number 3.
Number 3.
All right, we're going on door number
What
3.
do we got? What do we got?
What is under door number 3?
Oh, yeah.
Drugs, dead kids, and other depressing facts to remind you that you're dead inside.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Okay.
All right, wow,
This just got dark.
This is getting heavier. This is a dark podcast.
I was like, he would pick
Safe
3.
space.
I mean,
No,
should
you
we
call
pick
this the
another
dark
one?
space?
No,
No,
that's what we
we're
got.
keeping it
Let's
real.
go with it,
Do it.
man.
Let's
Let's
go.
go with it. Hey, drugs, dead kids, drugs, dead kids, and other depressing facts to remind you that you're dead inside.
Yo, we gotta call this podcast a dark space.
The dead space.
It's safe space / dark space.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's the emo space.
See, and this was like the one topic I didn't have a ton of shit for.
My bad, bro.
Cool.
Hold
You
on.
gotta have something. You got
Hold
something
on.
for us.
Oh, I got plenty. Let's see here.
What are we gonna get here? The darkest of dark. Drugs and
Wait, I
dead
want to know
kids.
if that was the darkest one. What are the other ones?
Right.
Well, that's why I want to show them the other ones because it's.
Oh, you can
so
say
they-
it for next
All right.
time.
Or we can save it for next time. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
No,
just
but-
no, go ahead, show it.
I'm just going to show them. All right. So behind door number 1 was pornography and pee-pee pods.
Look at that. We could have had
What is?
pornography
It's
and
like
pee-pee
Jeopardy.
bars. I know.
Can,
I
can
feel
I
like I'm
change
on a
my
game
answer?
show.
Can I change my answer?
Too late. Too late, man. You
door
picked
number,
tree.
door number 2, science, space, and other crazy shit you didn't know was real.
Right.
Damn.
Oh, I like that.
Good topics. Some good topics.
And
Wait. Can we have like a lifeline or switch it up? Can we?
I mean, it's the first time we're doing the board.
yeah. All right,
Which
number
might-
4.
yeah, we can pick
Number
whichever
4.
one we want. Let's see what's under number 4. What's under door
Number
number
4.
4?
Last but certainly not least, fucking hardcore.
God damn it. How the hell did I choose the one that's like
Drugs.
That has dead kids and drugs in it.
Like fucking hardcore or fucking hardcore.
You know,
Like hardcore, like music.
yeah, you know, like.
Well, we already got the pornography up there, so that got to be music.
But I think we can all
We
agree.
never know.
The shit I tell you guys about most days falls into one of those 4 categories.
Yeah, I feel like
True,
we already
true.
been dark enough.
Well, which
We should
topic
line up-
y'all want to be on?
We should line up the load a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so you don't want to do drugs?
Lighten the load. That was a
Let's-
porn. He wants to do porn.
Let's collectively.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was
Which one you want to do? You want to do porn? You want to do porn and pee-pee parts?
the top two. The top two
Pee-pee
sound good.
parts.
Pee-pee parts?
Top 2.
1 and 2, whichever one sounds
one you
good. Between me is 1 and 2.
Let me see it. Hold it up.
Porn and pee-pee parts.
Sure.
Science, space, and other crazy shit you didn't know.
I don't know.
was
The science one's pretty cool. The nerd in me
Yeah.
wants to.
Let's do number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
real. All right, we're gonna go with number 2. All right, science, space,
Well,
and
so-
other crazy shit you didn't know was real.
The most current topic event for science and crazy shit is for first time ever, we took a picture of a black hole.
Oh
That
yeah,
is
I heard
awesome.
pretty
about
cool.
that.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. I will say I saw a meme about it, and they was talking about a female scientist who helped collect all the data. Right? And
It was a bunch of scientists, actually.
There's like 100.
Yeah.
That's what I know of the story, where there was a lot of scientists across the world who had bits and pieces of data that they helped put together to collectively make this thing. But they have this meme going out about this female who, I forget her name. It's a woman scientist, of course, who supposedly is the one who made the picture after they collected all the
Didn't
data
she-
from
I
everybody
don't wanna
around
sound-
the world.
Did she make the software that collected it together?
No, so it was an array of satellites, and then they gave the data from the array of satellites to several different groups of scientists, and all these groups basically took the data and made their own picture, and then they cross-referenced all of those to make sure like the
Everybody
pictures
came
all
up with
looked
the
the
same answer.
idea.
So
Yeah.
what it was is just a bunch of data. It wasn't like a telescope.
I mean, it
Is
was
there a
an
strong
array.
telescope? Is there a telescope that
well,
can go out that far?
Not just one telescope. It was like
yeah.
an array of telescopes around the globe, and they took the readings from all the telescopes and like some
crazy.
algorithm
Science
and
is crazy.
narrowed it down to just have basically the information of the black hole itself.
And it was just one black hole, right?
Yes, one black hole.
Okay, so here's what I want to say about this. That picture looks like all the pictures we already have.
No, I know that's what I was gonna say.
This
we waited
picture-
all
Yeah,
this
'cause
time.
it's just
and
a black hole.
I know this is amazing because it kind of confirms all of the pictures that we already been drawing, but I mean, it's a super major accomplishment for science.
This is
in
the
itself.
first black hole that we've actually.
Been
This
able
is
to-
the first picture ever of a black hole.
Yeah.
Everything
It's
up
kinda-
until now has been a drawing.
Our
Yeah,
drawing
Kind of sucks that
interpretation.
trying
it
to
was
say is,
like it was like a year too late because what Stephen Hawking, he was like the big name behind the whole black hole like
yeah.
theories and everything,
Yeah.
right? Kind of sucks that we were
Because
he-
before
he wasn't there to like enjoy it. you
Oh,
know?
he's dead. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
before there
We-
wasn't like any evidence or anything of a black hole, right? We're just you
No,
know,
we
we're
had all
just-
the evidence,
yeah.
but like it
Couldn't
was only
see it.
theoretical.
Yeah,
Okay.
can
so
see it,
okay,
prove it,
gotcha.
and have a picture of it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha,
this
gotcha.
proves-
This data
yeah.
collected all that, and they were able to produce
So
a
what-
picture.
what does it
from
look like?
It looks just like any other fucking
Like
picture of a black
a
hole you've
hole
ever
that's
seen.
black.
It looks like
Because you know
this.
all the elements of a black hole. Like it's light can't escape from the darkest part in the middle.
It's the darkest. Yeah, yeah.
But all of the energy around it is swirling towards it and being pulled in, and you can see that, and that's how you know.
it's just like a suction cup.
right. That's how you know where
That's
the
crazy.
absence of light.
yeah,
there's
looks like a
the
Krispy
dark
Kreme
hole.
donut.
Everybody already drew their own pictures of it. The real one looks like all the other ones.
Yeah, that's the real picture.
Which I guess is a good thing.
What's the
It is a good
what's
thing, 'cause
the
they were-
red?
were
It
right.
looks completely
what's the red,
different.
yellow,
like,
orange?
crap.
Like, is it trying to symbolize or trying to?
no, that's
represent?
like stuff going into it.
That's what I'm saying. That the lights that are around, the black is in the middle of those colors.
Yeah.
like
that's
this
where the black
is
hole
the
is.
black hole.
yeah.
The
This
actual
is
light
stuff going into the
is
black.
being sucked in until the light
that's
can't
the thing that
escape.
you guys ever seen Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did they call that black hole thingy?
Satan's
Butthole.
anus.
Satan's butthole.
Yeah,
It was something like that. that kind of looks like
yeah,
it too.
yeah. It looks
It
like
look-
Satan.
It looks
It
like
looks like
Satan's
Satan's
anus.
butthole.
You know where the weirdest,
How do you know what Satan's butthole looks like?
Do you know
I
where
would
the weirdest
imagine
black
it's like
hole?
a red and the
Wow.
in a hole.
The weirdest black hole that I will never forget that I saw.
Wow. Dude, think of
weirdest-
how you just worded that.
However you want to take that. Listen, there was this movie.
I'm sorry.
I can't remember what movie it was. I wish I could. But pretty much the whole movie happened in a car. Okay, there's these two young kids driving in a car, right? And they're going from place to place, whatever the fuck. I don't know what the hell is happening. But under the passenger seat, they would just throw stuff like trash, shoes or something like that. And it would just disappear into a black hole. And that was like the joke of the chair. Under the chair was a black hole. That was probably the funniest part of that movie. That's what everybody's car is. It's a fucking black hole underneath all the chairs.
Yeah, you know what they
lose
call
socks,
that
shoes.
little thing between the car seat and the thing? It's the Bermuda Triangle.
Exactly. You got the
Because when you
Bermuda
drop
Triangle
shit in there, it's gone.
Underneath the seat is the black hole. And this movie depicted it so well. They would just throw shit under there and just disappear into space. Like, I was freaking great. All right.
Hold on, I got more in here. That was didn't take up nearly enough time.
Hey, we got more. We got more.
What else do
I
we
mean, if that
have?
doesn't, we can always go to another topic as well.
I mean,
We got 4 topics.
yeah.
You can't have porn and PV parts when there were 4 dudes and not want to talk about it. Let's go.
Okay. I was like, that's
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, what?
all right. So, you guys know what purling is?
No, I know what docking is.
Like a pearl necklace?
No.
oh, is that like where you put stuff into your butthole?
Hey, you put it somewhere, but not your butthole.
Oh,
what other hole do you have?
Is it?
your don't say your penis. Wait, is it for a girl or a guy?
It's a guy,
It's a
and it
guy.
is the
His
pee hole.
penis. Oh God.
So,
Wow.
see, the funny thing is like it's becoming. It's on an article, and it's like
It's becoming all the rage.
trend. Yeah, but it's been around for a
Wait,
while.
It's becoming all the rage.
Yeah.
What?
Wait,
Where
No,
do
it's not. I'm
Does
kidding.
that, do some guys feel good doing that?
I apparently so. I don't. I can't wrap my head around how this feels good.
Yeah,
So,
You
good
should
pun
try
there.
it
I
and
like
let
that
us know
pun.
next week.
You can't wrap your head around it.
Try it and let us know next week.
oh hell no! You have to get your.
Podcast research, bro.
I'll do it. I'll do it live on. on the podcast. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
That'll be the
maybe-
first time we video
Yo,
me pulling beads out my dick
he has
hole.
so many hits.
Technically,
We tag it not
you
safe
might
for
need
life.
to try it. It says
Wait,
it
what?
originated in Japan.
I'm not Japanese. Just because I look
He's
Asian.
not Japanese.
You are Asian. You don't look Asian. You are look.
Just
Yeah.
because I'm Asian doesn't mean
Hey.
I'm Japanese.
All right. That's disgusting. Okay.
Purling. Yeah.
What type of people would find this
Apparently,
pleasurable?
the Yakuza.
the Yakuza?
Damn. Is that what it said?
How big are the pearls? Do you have a picture of not of
A picture of a
pearls
pearls going in a dick?
What is it like a?
You want to see?
What is
So-
what is that? It's like a butt plug, but for your dick.
Probably.
Kind of, yeah. So the things I've seen online, it's like metal rods.
How did you see it online?
And
You know,
are they, like,
Amazon. They sell
thick
everything.
ass beads on it.
Okay,
No,
so
no, it's like a straight rod.
Wait, you saw it on Amazon for real?
Oh, so it's just a
Oh, I was like, damn.
wait. So why is it called purling? Shouldn't it be called like?
so apparently,
rotting.
rotting would make sense. Why
Well,
do they call it purling?
I heard there's just. It was a long time ago. I was like really young, but you know how like
Yeah,
that,
yeah, it was
that
last week. It's
two
cool.
girl, you know that 2 girls in 1 cup thing.
Yeah.
There was another thing
Unfortunately.
like some dude. It was like playground or sandbox or something. It was like a dude. I don't know, playground. He took a screwdriver. I guess you can call it rotting.
What about?
Yeah, so silicone, nylon, Teflon, stainless steel, or titanium
Oh,
single objects, like like a fucking rod. You stick it down your urethra.
How does this feel good?
I mean,
don't even
people
wanna know,
people
man.
get into some weird shit.
Yeah, apparently so. This
Do you have to lube it?
I would assume so. It's like categorizing yourself, and then you jerk off, and like
You jerk off with it in?
yeah. And that's so that when you come with it in your pee hole, it's supposed to feel like fucking amazing.
Have you?
But wait, how does the cum come out? So you just
It
get,
doesn't.
like-
It like blocks it in there.
Isn't that?
So I
is that
assume when
good
you
for you?
remove. No, I
Hold
wouldn't
on.
think
You
so.
ever tried to hold your pee like it got halfway down and
Oh,
you
it hurts
pinched
like
it,
hell.
right? That shit fucking hurts.
Yeah.
And
I told you I did that when I was going to Atlanta.
Yeah,
I didn't
that-
hold my dick, but I had to mentally hold it.
when you actually have to physically hold the
Yeah,
stream
it
from
hurts.
releasing
Yeah, and then
because
then you let it
something
go and it
happened.
goes like a super soaker.
Yeah, but while you're holding it, you're like, ow,
Yeah.
ow. It's like building up some sort of
At that point, you
Pain.
can't hold it in anymore. You have to let it go in.
right. And it's going wherever the
It's-
fuck,
yeah,
wherever.
wherever you're at the
So
time.
that's
Hold
like
your dick.
pretty much what
Dude,
they're doing with the.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's
Actually,
gotta
I did
hurt,
it
bro.
yesterday. Not the rotting.
Oh.
The Idaho pee, because I had to take
The
the drug
Idaho
screening.
pee.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
drank hella water.
Right.
I think I drank like fucking 10 gallons of water or something yesterday, dude. I was peeing
And
a
they're like,
lot.
sir, you don't have to grab your dick when you walk.
He
in.
literally
Go slow.
said,
hydrated.
I just need half the cup. I filled up the whole cup.
Yeah.
You showed
And some.
he showed
And then
him
you had to pee
he showed
right
him the
out.
upper hand. He's like, I do the whole cup. You can't tell me to do half the cup. I do the
He
whole
had to
cup.
pour some out. He's like, I just need half.
Oh no! You don't. Did you really?
Did you eat a
I
lot
was
of
like,
asparagus first?
No, it was clear, bro. Just water. Straight water.
He's like, yo, use tap water, bro.
I don't understand how people are doing this. This is really.
Have you heard of feeders?
What's a feeder?
Like the fetish feeders?
No.
EP knows about that.
Are you talking about like splashing,
No,
like
no,
the
no.
people that eat?
So basically, if
It's
Y'all
like a
freaks.
no. So there's
I can.
it was on
explain.
Skinamax.
So
Skinamax.
What?
That's a real thing.
what year is it?
What is
Skinamax?
1997?
About 97 when I first saw it, it was like a bunch of British people smothering like baked beans on themselves.
Okay, let me explain. So a feeder is a fetish where he or she, let's say the girl is the feeder.
Right.
She has that fetish where.
Is this human centipede? No.
No. It's not. I'll explain. So basically,
Vanilla
she
paste
okay.
water
So
sandwiches.
she wants the guy to eat before they have sex. So like him eating and getting as fat as he can is like a turn on for her.
Oh,
So it's called a feeder. So she basically, or he, wants that person to get as big as possible, and then
like
they have sex.
fat as fuck.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you, I must be a feeder because that happens to me. Hold on, let me explain.
She's like, yeah, baby.
But my wife, I don't like it. Number one, my wife doesn't like it because I'm tired and out of breath and lazy the whole time. So, like, we have better sex when I didn't eat anything. If I ate, we gotta wait like an hour before we got some
Yeah,
sex.
it's like you can't go
I'm too
swimming.
full.
No,
And
right?
that's because
You gotta wait 30 minutes before
exactly,
jumping in the
before you
pool.
jump in the pool. Yeah, I can't do that. So I've been a feeder unwillingly before, but we try to stay away from that.
No, but she doesn't get turned on watching you eat
No, she
McDonald's.
doesn't. No, she definitely
So she's
doesn't.
not. So she's not a feeder.
No, she's not a
Goddamn,
feeder.
can you imagine finding a girl that like that though? Like, damn, you out going to eat whatever, and then she's like, damn.
So listen.
He's
No.
full.
No.
Look,
So,
why
hold
is
on.
that sexy?
Some of them get to the point where, like, say you get so big, say you're like 700 pounds, 600 pounds, you physically can't have like sex anymore. They don't want you to like get help. They don't want you to lose weight, or if they want you to lose enough weight where if you gain weight, it's okay. It's a really dangerous like fetish.
Yo,
what's that movie?
Wait,
weird people in the
so
world,
you know
man.
all those
My 600
people?
pound life?
Yeah, you ever seen those shows?
Yeah, maybe they're
yeah.
feeders.
So are you telling me like that means they could find love?
I mean,
Hey, some of them be having kids when they're like little kids that's like 5 years old. I'm like, you didn't get this fat in the last 5 years. You've been fat for a long time. So you had to have the baby while you was at least 450. You may be 600 now.
Isn't
She
that
was
dangerous
450.
though? I feel like that's
Probably
dangerous.
so.
Yeah.
But that probably was a product of her
'Cause can you
them
imagine
having a feeding
like
fetish
all
or some
that
shit like
fat just crushing the?
No, I can't. That's why we,
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Ugh.
I'm just saying when you're pregnant.
What, the fat crushing the baby?
Yeah.
Could it? It is.
I don't know.
did you know if you lose?
Because I think it's
if you
dangerous.
lose every like I think it's like every 10 or 15 pounds you lose, you gain like half an inch on your.
Oh shit! You
Yeah.
know what?
You
Let's
gotta-
all go to the gym.
Hold on now.
So basically,
It can't
basically,
be true. Is that true?
basically the gut pushes down on like your fupa.
Your
What the fuck's a fupa? Is that a Pokemon?
Please Google. Give me the exact definition. I don't know if you need a safe search though.
I don't even know how to spell it.
I think it's FUPA. So basically, your fat gut just pushes on like the root of your dick, so it covers it, like it goes in a hole, so your dick pushes in the fupa. So like,
Fatty upper pubic area?
yeah,
Fupa.
it's where your root is. It's where the root is.
So where your pubic hair is so fat, it covers your dick?
No, like the
Your
gut.
pubic hair? No, the area.
The pubic hair area
Yeah.
is so fat.
Yeah. So it engulfs the dick, the root dick, the dick of the root, or the root of the dick.
Beyonce has a fupa.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh, the Zohan, he had a hair fupa.
yeah.
Yeah. The women, they love it. It's a cushion.
It's a cushion.
Yo, that's terrible. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Hey, this is
Weird.
This has been a weird podcast. I think we should get more weird.
Well, I do have a list of fetishes out there.
thoroughly
please
enjoying
bring it
this.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? We should do like what is that thing called when you like search it?
What? Google? Bing?
No, not Google. It's like a
Ask
different.
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
Ask Jeeves.
Oh, but it's like
I don't know.
It's like when you look up slang words. What is that website?
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, we should look up like
Urban Dictionary.
like how we
some
found
shit.
out docking. What the heck is docking, right?
Well, we knew about that before. Well,
and then you have to look it up on Urban Dictionary to see what it's about.
Right. But I mean, I don't know a lot of them. They just come across my plate sometimes. Like,
They come across your plate.
Yeah.
Cosby
Did I
sweater.
tell you? I used to work with a guy. He ruined that saying for me.
Come across.
Yeah, because it sounds like what it is. So now I try to say encounter. Yeah. He ruined it for me because I never thought of it that way.
How
When
did
you
he
say,
ruin
"Yeah,
it?
I came across it the other day," and I'm like, "Oh, no, I can't say it. I encountered it."
Countered it.
This man's vocab.
Now you'll hear it when I say it. I try not to
I
say
am
it.
too. Come across.
Yeah, I came across it the other night. It's like,
Yo.
what?
You already know how it is because every time we're working, we always say "come" or something. We always be like thinking.
Well, shit. Do you want to look up more crazy fetishes?
Well, you have some stuff up, right?
Oh, dude.
Or do
Well,
we wanna
do you
get
want to
into
talk about
Crazy-
the masturbation robots?
Oh my god, yes, I do want
Wait,
to talk about
there's
that.
masturbation robots. What do you mean? Like
Bro.
the dolls?
No,
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 it's
this is
like
a machine.
Yeah.
Oh, is it like that camera machine we saw?
The sperm
and
extractor.
it's like that.
It's the
Whoa.
sperm.
Wait, is that the thing at the hospitals?
Yes, it is.
I think I saw
Wait,
that.
Here.
is this?
Yeah, explain it, please.
It looks like the ticket kiosk at the airport, but
Right.
you stick your dick into
All right,
it.
so this brings me
It's
to
a Dicket kiosk.
the thing where we're trying to like set up that little shop with the dolls.
No,
and
but
shit.
these are for
Yeah.
hospitals for like sperm
But
collection.
imagine if you had this,
Yeah.
and you know how people go, like dudes just go to the bathroom, like
Yeah. Oh,
a
in the
stall?
bathroom stalls?
Yeah, but you have this.
Bro, you got a toilet and then you got this thing, right? What are you gonna spend your time in here doing?
Why have you been in the bathroom so long?
Wow.
Listen, these things here, they like you said, they look like the ticket things at the
Yeah,
airport, right?
but
Instead of there's a hole with a fucking
It's like a fleshlight.
fleshlight inside a tube.
So why?
Oh, so this is for collection. But
So-
like, why do they use this instead of like just the
sperm
guy
banks. I think
doing
it started
it?
with sperm banks, right?
I guess so, but
Do you-
the reason it's for people who don't want to masturbate at the hospital because they feel embarrassed.
I would feel
When
more
they're
embarrassed
trying
doing
to,
that.
donate.
Yeah, right. Like
Right,
putting
when
my
they're trying
dick
to
in a
donate,
machine.
they're trying to donate to the sperm bank.
Wait,
and
wait.
they
Do
don't
you
wanna
finish in it?
I would
assume so.
assume.
Yeah,
and it
there's-
collects on the inside. There's probably a
Oh
cup.
man, I
they
feel
just
bad
go
for the
click, click.
janitor that has to clean that.
I know. What if it doesn't like? What if it's like splattered everywhere in there and it doesn't?
No, there's.
Go into
How
I'm
do
pretty
you-
sure there's
like-
like a cup or something at the other end.
That's
No,
what I'm saying.
it
What if it's
comes
like-
out, but like still.
What if there's somebody on the other side that has to watch it?
Oh,
Like you
God.
know when you like go to like a Target and they have like the bosses in the other room and it's like a one-way mirror.
Like, making
I
sure.
don't know why Target
Making
came to
sure
my
Just
goes
think
like
about
this.
having to use it. Like you're at the hospital, and like you come in and there's that thing. You got to
and it's
know
and it's
other-
and it's already going.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of line it up.
bro.
I
you're-
know they probably put a fresh receptacle.
Do they
there,
give
but
you
still.
options of like what
Oh
color?
no, yeah, well,
Yeah.
not colors, but there's all sorts of knobs on it. I'm sure you
Ooh.
can pick the settings.
This is why. This is
Damn.
why the sex robots are gonna win out.
Dude, fuck sex robots. Just get that thing.
Yeah, but if you're just standing
The
up,
masturbation
if you're
station.
just standing there leaning on that thing while it's going
No,
to town,
no, that's
you know,
what.
like
See, you
just-
use that with VR, with virtual reality.
Right.
Just plug it
It's too
up
many
when they
things.
stand there.
But that's why you get the robot. You can.
They're
It's
like-
too much work, bro.
Which one would you rent? Okay, if they were both in the red box, he pulled up to the box.
Oh, nice.
you saw the doll, and then you saw that. Which one are you gonna spend your money on?
None of them. It's fucking red box of sex toys.
A red box with sex dolls in it.
Wait, so is it only $1?
Damn,
Damn, bro.
maybe. Who knows?
No, it's like the video game price. It's $2.99.
And then you can rent it for 3 days
There you go.
for $1 more. No. Oh my god! Imagine this. Imagine if you didn't know it was a thing. You know how when you buy a movie and it's like you can add $1 and you can rent a video game. Imagine it comes up. It's like add $1 and then you can have
Add
this
this
thing,
whole
and then it has like another like portal that it shoots out of. You're
Bro.
like, what?
Shoots
All right,
what out of? Huh?
Oh, you know.
I think this just goes to show, for real, dudes will have sex with anything.
Nah,
I
Dudes
remember a comedian
will stick
saying
their
he
dick
tried
in
to
his
fuck
dick.
like a door.
Bro.
He tried to move it back and forth on his dick.
Did you see the video a long time ago? It was like a bum having sex with a tailpipe on
What?
a car.
no.
Oh my God.
Sticking his dick in a muffler. You
Was
ever
it
saw
on?
this?
Was it on?
I know. I don't know what it was. I don't think it was on, but it was
Sounds like a
something.
good way to get tetanus.
Yo, dudes will have sex with damn near anything.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fetishes out there.
women out there. If you have a guy hitting on you, you gotta understand. One,
He may have just fucked the car.
he could have fucked the car, but out of all of his options, you are the most convenient at the moment.
At the moment, that's so funny.
It's kind of
This is why he's hitting on you.
though. Yeah.
Man, you putting it that way.
That's disgustingly accurate.
It's I wanted to do a whole podcast about stuff that girls don't want to hear us say, which we probably will do at some point in time. But
Should we have the girl on?
we should and ruin her ears. I'm sorry, but it's like it's true. It's so many different things about dudes that girls are not gonna like. You're not gonna like the fact that, hey, if I can't have you tonight, and I happen to have this doll, I'm gonna fuck this doll. How do you feel about
It's the same
that?
thing for girls too.
But they don't look at it the same way. Dudes get this stigma against them for wanting to be sexually active with inanimate objects. Not that I want to, but I'm not gonna. If I was single and I hadn't, different options, I wouldn't be afraid to do it. But it would come along. It would come with a negative.
You wouldn't have
stigma.
anybody to judge you.
Right. But if somebody heard about it, they would judge me. But if
And you'd be
a
like,
girl,
"Dude,
if somebody
don't-
found out the
don't
girl
knock
had the
it till you try
dildo,
it."
nobody's gonna judge her.
Oh, yeah, I just kind of assume most girls have
Exactly.
that.
And nobody judges them negatively, but they seem so embarrassed about it. Like, you ever...
Do you? So
No,
would you?
it's like-
Wait. Would you say that the sex doll is like a male dildo?
I mean, pretty much.
Well, yeah, it's like a fleshlight. Is that the
Yeah,
thing?
yeah,
Yeah,
a
it's a
Flashlight,
whatever.
any toy that we can get pleasure from is equivalent to
Is
however
there a
many different
difference?
versions
Is
of
there a
dicks that they
different?
got. You
Is
know?
there a difference between a fleshlight and like a sex doll thing?
The price.
Right. Yeah, they both pretty much supposed to do the same thing. It's like
You're
a basic phone versus a smartphone. Pretty much. One got more buttons and different thing and shiny.
it's like a Evo 4 versus your iPhone.
Right. But they both make phone calls. They both make phone calls and text messages.
Got that Mitsubishi sex doll.
Exactly.
Nah,
Mitsubishi
Toyota,
sex
bro.
doll.
All right, we are
Dude, what does the Tesla doll look like?
the Tesla doll when
Oh,
Tesla comes out with the
shit.
sex doll.
Yo, I don't know, but the battery life must be amazing.
Exactly. If the car can already drive itself, imagine what the doll can do.
Elon Musk.
Yo,
The doll pulls the
See,
sheets
this
back
is probably
for you.
what Elon Musk is scared of with AI.
yeah.
Probably so. He's afraid of AI. What do you mean? Like
Yeah.
he sees it going out of control.
Yeah, he says that's how the world's going to end.
Basically, like
most likely.
Skynet.
Well, yeah, he
Yeah,
knows because
exactly
he
like
knows.
Skynet.
He knows.
He's
He knows
smart as shit.
really.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Boston Dynamics videos?
Yes, I
So
watch
have you
them
seen
all the time.
Have you seen the one where it was like 10-year the 10-year difference? It was on Reddit. It's really cool. So on the left it shows like kind of where they began with it. And then on the right video, this thing's fucking jumping on boxes. And
Yeah,
like,
that's doing
yeah.
parkour.
it's doing,
Yeah,
back,
robot
it's
thing?
doing
Yeah,
backflips
Dude,
and
that's
shit.
crazy.
Yeah. That's the one when they push it and it like catches his balance. And
Oh,
keep
I
going.
love that video.
Yeah.
It blows my mind though, because I'm like, that looks
So,
creepy,
Like it
man.
could fuck me up. Like,
yeah, and then when it can make its own decisions.
I saw a
Right.
video the other
and
day.
also suck your dick.
I saw a video the other day. It's like this Chinese or some Asian group, like scientists or kids or whatever.
Yeah.
They made this lifelike robot, like a human lifelike robot,
Right.
shoot a basketball from half court.
Oh, I saw
made
that.
it?
I saw that. It
Yeah.
was amazing.
all net just
No, dude, it was nothing but net.
Yes,
No
It just went
backboard. It went swoosh.
like
And that's
like
all
5
calculation.
seconds. Yes, calculation.
It just
Something. There's
cal-
probably a camera on it.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? You know what my favorite comment was? The thing was like a 7-foot tall black robot. And they're like, they didn't have to make it a black robot that was 7 feet tall.
Hold on, did it flick the wrist? Like how
Yeah.
did it?
like
It had a
everything.
hand. It just
No, well, it's like
It-
a palm like this, but you put the ball.
Did
and
it
just go
bend
like that?
like the knees?
Wow.
Yeah. It went
Had perfect form.
freaking dope.
It did a perfect like rainbow.
Yo, all the
Beautiful.
movies
Really
we
did.
ever saw when we were kids are coming true. Okay,
No, yeah, it's true. It's crazy.
It's
Dude,
gonna-
like what?
Instead of Air, instead of
iRobot?
Airbud, we got Air Robot.
it's gonna be
iRobot.
what was that? Real Steel. That's coming.
Have you
They
ever
got
seen that
basketball
movie,
players. Are gonna have boxers soon.
You ever seen that movie Ex Machina? Mechna?
Ex
whatever?
Machina. Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty weird. It was
pretty
good.
weird.
Listen, machines will take over if we continue down this path.
I mean, it's gonna happen because I don't think we're
We
ever
can
gonna stop.
No, I don't think we are either.
No,
it's
we're
never gonna
not
stop.
smart
Well,
enough
I
to
mean,
start
think
it.
about
We've
everything.
already opened the box.
We're already at
think
iPhone
about-
10.
We're gonna stop.
We're at
Well,
iPhone 10.
Think
Keep
about
going.
our smart homes and everything.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
never gonna stop. Alexa, Siri, like
You told me the other day about Alexa.
yeah.
Can you,
I saw
can
something
you,
on
can you
Alexa.
quickly explain that? Because I have one.
I saw this post saying like Alexa or Amazon said that Alexa records your embarrassing and intimate moments.
Yeah, she does. She
Yeah, and I was
records
just like-
everything.
I was like, whoa.
She's also called the cops on domestic disputes a few
Yeah.
times as well, which is pretty cool, honestly.
It is cool, but at the same
That's
time,
scary.
That is,
Yeah.
that's privacy. That's your privacy out there.
the
man.
reason when robots start to reason and make decisions, we've already given them all the data that they need. We're constantly
It's a good point.
pumping them full of Alexa,
scary, dude.
Siri,
Our phones,
everything.
Like
Google,
location services, dude.
Yeah.
all have all the information about our behaviors, the way that we act, the things that we do, what we like to do, our fears, it has all of the fucking
They
information.
know like the algorithm when we're going to work.
Right.
Because a lot of
Dude,
I
yeah,
didn't
on
I
the
didn't
way.
even tell my phone where I lived. And it's like, and
You will be home in
sometimes
10 minutes.
Sometimes
How the fuck you know where I
sometimes
live?
it'll say like it'll be like 5 o'clock or 5:02 or whatever. It's like going home or something.
Yeah.
Like I'll pull up Google Maps.
or traffic
It's like, are you
right
going
now
home?
would be this
Bro,
right
I'm
now.
like,
Every
I'm like,
time I
what the
pull out the
fuck?
job, by the time I get to the first light, Google Maps pop up and give me a little, hey, 17 minutes from home, it's this much traffic. I'm like, I didn't tell you I was going fucking home. I didn't say, hey, Google Maps, I'm going home. You just know it's 5 o'clock. I started driving two half a mile down this route, and now you know where I'm going, and you're telling me what I need to know for my destination. How the fuck you know where I'm going? I got to go to Kroger before I come home to get milk. Did you put that in the goddamn calculations? No.
And it did.
You did it.
You're
Right.
like, oh shit, dude.
Can
You
you
talked about
imagine
milk earlier today.
Can you imagine if robots or AI was head of like a judge?
Bro, it could happen.
Like basically no human error, no human
Well,
emotion, right?
Okay. Whoa.
And it's just like based off the facts of whatever happened.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna kind of continue
yeah,
what you
go
said.
ahead, yeah.
This brings us back to the first question. Imagine if that girl could have asked a robot, where was he at? What was he doing? This, that, and the other thing. It would have been like, this is everything he did literally for like a week.
Well,
Right.
you basically
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, what's that? That show on Netflix.
That way there wouldn't be any second thought.
altered carbon.
No. It's like it's like scenarios where if technology took over or was like a big factor. Black Stories.
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
Yeah, every
There
story
was
in
this
Black
one
Mirror.
where it's like you have something in a chip in you, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it records everything that you do, like what you see and everything. And
Right,
you can
right.
rewind it and all that.
Yeah. And she put it in her daughter.
Yeah.
And then the daughter like crushed it or stopped it. She can control it from an iPad.
Yeah,
Make
that-
her block out
well, like-
certain things like under NC-17 images. Like,
Dude, that'd be. I mean, I'm not too scared. I'd rip it, microchip out of myself.
it
Yeah,
was
I
in
don't
her.
think
You
I
put it
would
in
do
her
that.
eye.
Yeah, rip that shit out, get a laser eye.
You rip your own fucking
You know
eye
what
out.
else I saw too? Like
You are the
shit.
Terminator.
I think a few years ago.
I have wear contacts, bro. I touch that shit every day.
I think a few years ago I saw this video. Basically some dude put a chip in him. Like he got a chip or whatever. It's like Apple Pay or something.
Oh
Yeah.
no, they're doing it in like Norway and Europe.
Some
a
people
lot
are
Yeah.
getting chips already.
Chips that you can just put
Yeah.
your wrist on or whatever and bam,
Don't
paid.
do it. Don't do it.
It's crazy.
Don't do it. I'm not doing it.
As long as I'm the one putting the chip in there and I know what it's doing.
Because I think they're getting to where they're doing something with like the periods and stuff too.
What
Like they
period?
can put a chip in you to automatically I don't know,
tell you when your period's coming.
something. I don't know.
Whoa.
crap.
Well, I mean, don't women know like that time?
Most
They're
of-
like, oh, it happened this time last month.
I don't have a girlfriend.
I think it's for a guy. I don't know. To like
Guys don't get periods.
not
yes,
periods,
they do.
but
It's
like,
called the mansies.
the mansies.
Whoa, is that for real?
Yeah,
What is it called?
The
the
mansies.
mansies.
What the fuck are you talking
What
about?
is the man
Dude,
period?
Everybody's body goes through a cycle every month, and like parts of you die off and new things grow. So like men have cycles too. Don't tell me you don't feel irritable at certain times. Last for like a week.
I'm
And then you're good.
ovulating right now.
Yeah. Let's see what Google says.
Man's
Ethan has a period.
Do I have my period?
So wait, does that mean we all what's that thing? Our cycles
Are together?
Matched up. Does it work together?
We're in unison
we've
right
been
now,
around
guys?
together.
It might
yeah,
be.
right?
Maybe it happened yesterday because we're all too happy right now.
Men,
I did
men
feel a
may
little.
not
I did
bleed.
feel a little sad yesterday. That's why I baked fucking cookies, and I ate like
No,
a
I
pound
felt
of
sad
cookies.
last night too. What? Holy shit, man!
What's wrong?
I'm telling you.
I really did. I was like, I want to bake some.
According to the Daily
felt so
Beast,
sad.
yes,
Dude,
we do.
I wanted McDonald's. I was gonna go to McDonald's and get like an apple pie and a McChicken.
I did get ice cream on the way home yesterday.
Oh god.
Yeah, waiting on me. Waiting
Yeah.
on me.
What'd you do?
Come
I
on,
didn't do
man.
anything. I went to the movies. I had M&M's.
Did you go by yourself?
I went with my wife.
Okay.
Me and my wife went to the movies. That's what we did. Nothing. No ice cream. No cakes. None of that. What does it say? We have a period.
About every 6 weeks, the body will cause the sperm and semen to release on its own.
Whoa. On its own.
The releasing of this semen or sperm can happen when you are sleeping or awake. It happens at school or the
So
dinner
is it like
table.
every 6 weeks you'll have like
that
a
was
wet
one of the
dream?
examples. It's at the dinner table. That's the best thing they could come up with.
Is this teenage? What age group is this? Is
That
for
this
adolescents?
article said it's mostly adolescents.
Oh, okay.
Well, this Daily Beast article says it happens your whole life. Men hormonal shifts.
I don't know. I don't wake up with
It's got an
sperm every day.
acronym. IMS.
IMS.
Irritable male syndrome.
That sounds like something you made up.
Bitch, there's the article.
Men may not bleed, but here's why they have periods.
And it's a dude in fetal position.
Oh damn.
Wow.
Got the
Yeah.
cramps.
You learn something new every day, guys.
I don't subscribe to this theory of thought. I don't have. Well, if it's science, and you say everybody does, can you recognize when you're having it? Because I don't.
I mean, I'm always dead on the inside. So
I mean, like, who can recognize? Have you ever felt like something's off?
Can
right
you
around
use this in an
time of the
argument
month?
with a girl?
The way they use it on us? I'm on my period. I'm just very
Wouldn't it be
emotional. I don't know what's wrong with me.
well, the two
Am
people
I
in
messing?
we have two of you with relationships. Give it a shot.
I might. I'm gonna ask her. She probably say,
Hey, go
"Yeah,
home
you
one
got
day."
a period." I know when your period is. I'm like, all right, see, now we got a problem. I don't have no fucking period.
What if what if like say a week from now she said, "You cranky? Are you IMSing right now?" What if she said that?
Instant messenger.
Yes, I need some space. Are you instant messaging?
Are you having?
I'm gonna say yes. I need some space. I'll be back in 3 days.
Oh damn! Wow.
And hear all the insecurities come
I'm
in.
gone. I'm going to my brother's
Next
house.
thing you know, you're gonna have this random chick hit on you.
Nah, I'm taking my PlayStation. I'm going to my brother's house and we're just hanging out.
You're gonna IMS together.
What the?
Menstruating does begin with men.
What do you mean?
Look at how it's spelled. Menstruating.
I thought you meant we cause their periods. No. Although you can't.
I was gonna. Never mind. We're not gonna.
yeah,
We were thinking of the same thing.
We're not going to talk about that.
All right, let's get a little bit hardcore.
Fucking hardcore. I mean,
Do we want to go on hardcore?
Might
well,
as well. We hit the other
Holy
ones.
shit.
it's kind of linked to sex.
Go ahead. I think I know what this one is.
Yeah, I was telling you earlier.
Tell me that. Yeah.
Why a community of punk rockers in Cuba gave themselves HIV.
Whoa.
That's fucking hardcore.
A community?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of them.
I thought it was
Wait,
just
how
one
much is a
band.
bunch of them?
Yeah.
They interview like 2 or 3 guys.
So did like somebody they know have HIV and they just like bled on each other?
yeah,
They
basically.
open cuts, wounds, and shit.
You know, like
Like the Blood Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
That's
But
Why did they do it?
Protest.
protest what?
that's
were
a
they
that's a
protesting?
lifelong
Yeah.
protest.
Right.
Oh, shit.
You're committed. We're very committed.
Yeah, you're
let's
committed.
see.
You're basically
where
gonna die.
was it? Well, not
Not-
necessarily.
yeah. It wasn't like AIDS or anything, right?
No, it's HIV/AIDS.
HIV. Oh wow. Okay.
This
wow.
is in Cuba, so
Damn.
around the
Cuba.
time.
Hopefully, hopefully they got that Magic Johnson AIDS.
Is this recently?
Yeah.
this isn't older. This was a couple months
He's been-
ago.
he had AIDS
but I've
since
been
1800s.
looking at it for a while. So they infected themselves with. Basically, it's in protest. This is down in Cuba for how they treat people with HIV and AIDS. Like, apparently they treat them like shit. So these guys,
Was it Cuba or Venezuela?
I thought it was Venezuela, but
It's
I pulled up
Cuba?
the article. It's Cuba.
Okay.
Keep talking about Castro. Where is it?
So how does that work? If you have now you have HIV, right? So you can't have sex with anybody else unless they want.
I mean, if it's
Unless they have HIV.
no,
Is that how it
well,
works?
I mean, you can have.
How does it work?
Can't you have protected sex? It just can't fluids and shit.
Would you have protected sex with somebody who has HIV?
No.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like, I got HIV, but I got condoms. Like, what? What? Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I guess that's why they wanted to protest, because people act like that. I would
Well,
have.
don't they have? They have to take like prescription stuff. I
Yeah,
mean,
they do like all sorts.
I
of crazy
feel.
things.
I thought I heard in
probably
like,
be too sick
news
to
that
even
there's
do
like
anything.
there is a pill now.
pretty. Yeah, they have pretty good like ways to stop it from spreading.
You know, there's another thing where people assume someone who has HIV got it from a sexually transmitted.
No, well, this is in
situation.
the article. They say like you know.
You ever think of
kids,
that? You
if
ever
you're-
think of that when you go in a public restroom?
That's what I was thinking.
You're like, my dick's got to not hit
Touch
that
nothing.
part of the
Yeah,
toilet.
I'm not sitting on the toilet. I try not to, but Sometimes you just got
You do the hover
You
poop.
do the hover?
Sometimes you got to sit though.
Dude, I'm a vegan. You cannot hover poop. You hover poop.
Okay, you heard it here first. Vegans cannot hover poop.
Does it get all over the toilet? Like,
Jesus, is it wet?
No, it's
but,
just.
but
you know.
a lot of people think that the only way to get HIV, or most people who say they have or have HIV, is because of some sexual encounter with a dirty person or drugs, which I don't know if that's the case. I don't know the stats on it, but I know there's a lot of children, one, born with HIV, two, are getting it in third world countries and stuff of that nature. So
their parent may have it.
yeah, and I think at this point, the large majority of people with HIV didn't get it from sexual intercourse. I would bet money on that if we could look that up and find out. But I would bet money that the majority of people with HIV now did not get it from sexual intercourse.
It's just passed down.
Right. So we think they're dirty or nasty or something like that because if you got it from sexual intercourse, you were having sex with somebody who had it, or you were doing something you shouldn't have been doing, where the majority of them, if they didn't get it from sexual intercourse, got it from, I wouldn't say innocent means, but to no fault of their own for the most part.
Because there's many ways
You know
to
what I
get it, right?
Well,
Right.
have you ever been downtown and they have like the HIV trucks? Like
Yeah.
I think they do free tests and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
No, it's just like
Do you
it's
know your
just
status?
Do you
just
guys get
depressing.
tested? Like,
You got to know your status. I haven't got tested since probably around the time I met my girl.
Oh yeah.
Like, cause I haven't fucking anybody. So
Yeah.
but her. So I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm good. We're good. You know what I mean? So which I guess I feel like that's safe. If I've only been with her, I shouldn't have to. So, but if I go get tested and I have something,
Well, I mean,
does that mean she cheated on me?
well, no. Well, it depends. Does she have it?
Oh, this is
Right?
getting
But
weird.
why would I have it? If I've only
Maybe
been
you got
with
it
her?
from somebody else before her, and you didn't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
lie
before,
dormant in your.
within the first year or two, when me and her were together, I got tested again.
Oh, well, if you got it after.
So that's what I'm saying. So since then, I've only been with her.
well, it's not like we just said. It's not only transfer through sexual.
But I would feel like that would be
Right?
the most way. I don't know the statistics.
yeah, I
of-
don't know how it works either.
But I don't feel like there would be other common ways. But again, I'm ignorant on the subject. So.
Yeah, me too. I don't really know. That's what I'm saying. But I assume a lot of them right now, the population.
They
of
do
people
say a lot of
is
people that
children.
have things like that. They don't even know it.
Yeah, at
because
least
they can
dormant.
they
Yeah,
can lay
you don't
dormant.
know, yeah.
There's no there's no
don't
Well,
know.
for men especially, like a lot of the genital warts and shit, like you can have it and not even have signs of it.
Yeah. Well, did she get tested? I'm just there.
damn.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Our,
you know.
dude,
She did.
Amanda
She did.
and your wife, like, the fuck were you guys talking about?
Hey, bro. Hey,
It's the dark corner, you know.
safe space. What happens? You know what I'm saying?
Keep it real.
But yeah, she got tested. I got tested, and that was like within the first 2 years of our relationship. That situation came up, and we got tested. But since then, it's just been me and her. Nobody else.
So, yeah, you should be good.
Yeah, you should be good.
But if I get tested,
Oh my god.
and I
We're
have
not
something,
doing it.
You're
I'm
gonna
just
get,
saying because if I have, that means she did something with somebody. She,
oh my god. I'm not saying shit. I'm not saying shit.
anyway,
you know what? I don't even. We're not even gonna go there. I don't think that would be the case. But if it
jeez.
was,
Oh,
what do you
my-
think that mean? That to me, that means she
Dude,
did. something.
I hear
this
her
is-
coming
this
right
is
now.
where-
I hear her. She's driving over here right
See,
now.
just like we
heard it.
talked about, your mind is going into a dark corner.
Yeah,
Right,
and
You
just
need to get out of your head, bro.
The darkness is.
when I go back and edit this, I'm gonna be like, oh my god.
I just thought about it because I haven't thought about getting tested in so long. I was like, what if I
All right,
just,
I'm gonna
what
be
if I
like,
just
all right,
randomly went and
cut
get-
out
to
the
get
last
tested?
20 minutes of the podcast.
It was-
So
I
now,
was
now
thinking-
you and Mezzi have to go get tested.
Just
No,
to
I'm good.
see, just to be sure. You don't know. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm good, but what if we're not? What if we're not? Wouldn't you be like, yo, what the like?
Gee- no, I don't want to get personal. No, I mean,
I'm just
I'm just
saying.
gonna say we every year.
Okay, so
yeah.
if-
But I didn't know.
socially
I don't want to
responsible?
speak. Yeah, you know.
But if you get tested every year, that's fine. We don't. Like, since when we were fine and we knew we was only going to be with each other, stop getting tested. I haven't been tested. It sounds like it's an irresponsible thing to do, but it's like if I'm married to this person, I've been with them for over 10
Yeah,
years.
you don't have anything
what
to
am I
worry
getting
about.
tested for?
Yeah.
That's a waste of money, first of all. It's a waste of goddamn, I mean, it is. Like, why am I going?
Very frugal of you.
You know, I guess I go to the free spots, but it's.
Remember? Hold on. Sorry to interrupt you, but remember we went from like trusting to fucking. May have heard.
You right? Because I'm like, yo, maybe I need to get tested. But no. See, because I trust. You got to trust and know. I trust and I know. So I don't want to get tested. I'm just
Hey.
talking. I'm just talking.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt when you pee?
No, only if you hold the tip.
Why does everything we say have to always come back and make sense?
Yeah.
How did that?
He's IMSing right now, okay?
Yeah, dude, you're IMSing,
He's
bro.
IMSing, okay? That's why
I
it
don't know.
hurts.
I guess I haven't thought about this in so long. It crossed my mind that if I got tested and had something that I didn't give it to myself, I would say, you know what I'm saying?
Well, often we touch a lot of like shady electronics. Not that I mean,
I actually think about that all the fucking time. Like, how many?
Dude, there was a
Products have
laptop
I
the other day
touched?
that had white stuff on it. I was like,
how do I know what liquid damage that actually is?
what kind of liquid damage is that?
Talk about the job hazards, man. Okay.
So you're
I
telling
get
me
it.
this screen is delaminated or is it just...
Who's blowing loads on their computer screen?
I know.
It's not the.
I thought people use their phones now.
Uh-oh.
I use my phone.
Well, you see, that means you have to hold your phone, though.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that's why I don't like looking porn on my phone.
You need that. You need the freedom.
Yeah, man.
Because, you know, what? You use two hands?
Yeah, man. This was a crazy couple of topics that we hit. The dark corner took us to some dark places.
We had like a dark podcast.
All right, we're not going to cheat on the next one, though. We can't cheat on the next one. Next one, we pick one and we go through it. Today, exploring the dark corner for the first time, we covered all the topics. Next time, we're just going to pick one and go with it and see where that goes. But yeah, damn. What else? Anything else crazy you want to get out? This is
just-
this is last call for crazy. We've been doing crazy
I think
all
I went in
episode.
my personal life just enough.
It's the last
Just
one I
enough
had
for
for
one
porno
time.
and PP parts. Where was it? This lady was hospitalized after swallowing her partner's sperm.
What?
He had taken penicillin, and she was
Oh.
allergic to penicillin.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn. So much stuff gets passed down through sperm. Even
Well, no, because I
The
dated this
penicillins?
girl, and she took the Plan B, and she didn't know she was allergic to that shit.
you could be allergic to Plan B.
Yeah.
What?
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
It's not about me. When I used to work at Rite Aid, I saw that a lot. So
You saw what? People coming in there being allergic to Plan B?
no,
Oh, no,
getting
buying
Plan
it,
B.
yeah.
So we used to. I guess they still do. We put it behind like a. You have to unlock it with like a key because it's like $50 for one pill.
Yeah.
So I was in the front, and then some guy opened it, and she came up, and I looked at it, and I understand it's very uncomfortable because usually the females are the one that went to get it,
Right.
and she said, "Yeah, I know I fucked up."
To you?
I felt so bad because she was very young. I was
Hey,
like 21, maybe she was probably like 16.
What did you
I
say?
felt no, I didn't say anything. I was like,
Why?
and then I have another random
what are
story.
you gonna say?
No, it's just like
What are you
I
gonna
mean,
say?
Hey,
like
we all fuck up sometimes.
I should have said that, like, but I was like, okay.
Yeah, you did.
No, I was like, I got a Rite Aid card now. No, I'm kidding. But where's your
10%.
wellness? Where's your wellness card?
Right.
100% off today. No. Anyway, but when I used to work at Kroger, I had a lot of retail jobs. But anyway, I was a cashier there, and this girl was in line, and she bought Tombstone pizza and tampons. And I looked over, and I guess I don't think I laughed, but I gave it like kind of like a smirky look. I was like young, I was like whatever age I was, and she was like. She's like, my vagina's bleeding and I'm sad, okay, and I'm hungry.
Oh shit.
and I felt fucking terrible.
Well, she is an emotional wreck.
No, I
right
know.
now.
I'm like, hey, no, I didn't. I don't remember what I said, but I was young. But I was like,
You should have
probably
said. You should have said my cart looked just like yours when I had IMS. This
like- But the way she said it, she was like, the way she said it wasn't funny, but it was just like, my vagina's bleeding and I'm hungry, okay. And she said it loud enough, like everybody heard. I was like, damn.
You know what? This is taking me somewhere else where I'm thinking, like, do people still, or women, still feel funny about their cycles or periods? Like, I don't know. We don't have a woman here to ask, but I feel like everybody in the world, maybe because I'm an adult now, it shouldn't be a big deal and everybody should understand the way nature works with women.
Well, listen,
And it's not a big
actually,
thing?
no, I wish we had a woman here because Amanda was telling me that a lot of the, I hate to say aside, but a lot of the old men Republicans, they don't even understand the way periods work. Because they're trying to make these weird laws about women and all this crazy shit. But they don't know what the process of the period is, a lot of them.
That would make sense because that's where I was going.
Because they try to make these laws for women that they don't even understand.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, at this age, as an adult, we should all understand the way women's bodies work.
Because
it shouldn't be a big deal.
It's funny that you
anymore.
bring this up because she asked me like yesterday, like, "Hey, what do you think happens?" And I explained it. And I was like, 60% right, which is scary.
You guys talk about her period.
No. Because she was.
She
talking,
just asked you randomly.
She's like, hey, let me.
You're like, Mezzy, let me show you something.
No, no. She was telling me about some like laws that are being made and
Well,
all this shit.
the fetal heartbeat, that's like, so
That just dropped. Yeah.
every couple days, driving on the way to work, there's these protesters out, and I assume it's a free clinic. But my first thought is, do you not have anything better to do on a fucking Wednesday morning than to sit out and
Protest this shit.
people getting free healthcare for
Right.
their pee-pee parts? Like,
I don't know. I don't know the law. I don't know what that law was that passed, but I believe it said once the fetus has a heartbeat,
I think it
you
was
can no
6
longer get
weeks,
an
right?
abortion.
yeah, 6 weeks.
Which
but,
is stupid because a lot of women don't
Don't.
even know by then.
yeah.
Right. So
I was
that-
actually gonna ask my mom, like, "Hey, when you had my sister and I, when did you know?"
right.
Like, because
Oh, I was 3 months pregnant.
yeah, you know,
I mean, that's,
Yeah.
they know, like,
it's this.
yeah.
Yeah, we should get into that, but not now because
Yeah, that's for another one. This one was too weird to get this serious again. But politics, man. But that's where I was going. I was like, if everybody as an adult just understands, hey, women have periods because this, and this, then we shouldn't be this torn about the laws.
there's a lot of things that they don't
surrounding
need to,
them.
There's a lot of things that are laws that they don't have any.
But that makes so
They
much
don't need
sense.
to-
They don't understand what it is. Like, once again, back down to science, please. Neil deGrasse be praised. Let's.
Amen, brother.
This has to
Thanks,
be.
Hulk Hogan.
This has to be a real serious issue for me that we got to tackle on another episode. The differences, the different ideologies in politics between the people that believe in science and the ones that don't. Because I feel like the people that believe and understand science start to think a certain way and are of a certain party.
Yeah, there's people
mostly of a certain party.
There's people that believe in science, or they have their own personal feeling or their religious feeling, and a lot of times their religion will go ahead of their personal feeling.
It's freaking crazy.
We could talk about that later in their podcast, but
Yeah. We're gonna get into that into another podcast, man. We've been flapping our gums for a while. It's time to get up out of here. Thanks you guys for joining us on the Safe Space. This episode is brought to you by IMS.
Not Instant Messenger.
No. This podcast, man, is brought to you by 52s and Smoke. We had a fun one this time, even though it started off kind of serious, but important conversation to be had. But we had a good time on this one. Man, this was weird. Dark, man, we gotta keep the reins on the dark corner, make sure it doesn't get out of control, because that's.
It got a little
I
out
feel
of
like
control.
the dark corner ran wild on this episode. But yeah, that's it for us today. Follow us at 52s and Smoke on Instagram. Follow the Facebook page. Please go to the YouTube page. Click and subscribe. Click the notifications so that every new episode uploaded, you'll be notified. You can follow along with the conversation. Please message us, comment, whatever. Hit us up. And if anybody is at the UFC event tonight and see Theo Vaughn telling me he has an unread message that you would like a response to. All right. We're going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Oh, and guess what? If nobody told you today, I love you.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
I love you. I love all you guys. All right.
I love you too.
All right.